So I've got the bike after a quick stop for a very early morning Pepsi Max. I'm so impressed so far with it. On the outside, he couldn't find the keys at first. Oh, I hate that. I've had that before properly, as in they don't find the keys. And I always wonder whether they ever did have the keys. He couldn't find the keys, took a little while, which made me nervous. But the bike is in great condition. It's a very, very popular bike somewhere else in another country. So far, I think it's going to be a good one. I've just paid £300 for it, which is dirt cheap considering its condition. Saying that, if we need parts, we have to order them from that country. It's the only country that supplies them, or the main country that supplies them. Brakes were seized a touch, but not too much. They're actually usable. They will need a clean, that's it. Brake cleaner, clean, you know, basically a brake service. That's all they'll need, and they'll be good and back to go, ready to go. My hope is that it needs a carb clean. The battery is dead, so it might not be savable. My charger can save battery, so I'll chuck it on that. And if we get this bike cleaned up today, we may be able to attempt to start on the car, possibly. So can't wait to get it back, can't wait to show it to you, can't wait to start pulling it apart. So here it is in all of its glory. The new project is a Peugeot. This is a Peugeot satelis. I believe it's pronounced satelis. I've been saying satellite. It's a Peugeot satelis. This is a maxi scoot. It's a 125cc, and it's from France. It's a very popular bike in France. We never had this here. It never came over unless you imported it over. It's road registered. It's got a logbook, and this is it. The condition off the bat is not bad. My polishing products will sort this out beautifully. All of this I have no worries about. It's got a key in the barrel. It does absolutely nothing at all. But when you look at it, it's a 125cc 2010 ULEZ compliant maxi scoot. Someone is gonna love it. Okay, let's have a sniff. You know, who doesn't love sniffing fuel? It doesn't smell stale. My guess is he put some in, he topped it up. Doesn't smell stale. I'd love to find the battery here though. What's up in here? There's a little cubby hole up here. It's probably a phone storage or something. Love the fact that it all works. Yeah. Yes, some French paperwork. I love that. What else is it? Oh, I don't know. Earplugs. Oh my god, how loud is this thing? Oh my god, so many earplugs. What on earth? What did this guy do? Oh, there's so many earplugs. I love finding things in bikes. I wonder what's under the seat. He didn't pop it for me. Right, talking about the seat, how do we open it? Any key? I think it says it's on the ignition. Is it that? Let's have a look. Great start, guys. Check this out. One bolt, and we're in. Oh! Yeah, spider!
That's rotten.
What, the spider?
No.
Oh man, every time.
You're not scared of spiders, man.
I am petrified of spiders. Good thing about that is there might actually be some power to that. The owner.
Serious?
Yeah. No, nothing at all.
Right. News the Japanese give it.
There's still. I've got to change the belt.
You can do that yourself.
Besides that, 2020. That should be alright. Right, little old battery. We've got a flash on the dashboard there. Something's flashing. It looks like an immobilizer flash. Let's just see what. Hey! Yes! Oh, it's empty. Alright, we got the seat open.
That's good. I can do. It'd be good for them delivery drivers.
I might crank it.
Crank it, Charlie.
Let's.
Sound like a mobilizer, Charlie. It's got a mobilizer. got fuel, look.
Yeah, but it's probably not clean fuel.
I'm just in.
What are you doing? You having a laugh?
Battery dying.
Go on, it's right. I think it's actually good fuel. This is fresh fuel here, guys. It's premium fuel, so it's 99 octane. Ideally here, I'd pop the fuel line off and pump it through, and that would show us a couple of things. It would show us that, first of all, we've got high flow fuel pumping, and secondly, that we can get the crap out of the line. In fact, I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to pop this panel, see if I can get to that high flow line. So you'd have to strip all these plastics off. It's a bit long-winded, but there's the filter. So I can take this line off here. We would see if it's pumping. So I'm going to do that. So we've got the fuel line there off. Let's see if at any point it's kicking out fuel. If it does, I'm going to let it drip a little bit. I know it's not ideal. I have no way of catching it at this stage because of where it is. But I just want to pump the bad fuel through and get the good fuel going. So let's see if it does anything. So that's priming. See, depending on what pump it is, normally that would...
Much fuel. I've got quite a few fuel in there.
I don't like that lock sign being on.
What's that?
There, it's a lock sign. It's a red lock sign.
So how do you get that?
I have no idea. It's like, ah, there you go. No,
Nah.
there you go. I'm worried that that lock sign is some sort of immobilizer.
So we don't have a mobilizer thing.
It might not be. I mean, this is an immobilizer key. I think that all disappears when you crank it. This is the lock sign we're talking about, guys. It's got a key and a lock. That for me feels like it's saying.
Think that
That's hazard lights. See, that lock sign's not going off. So apart from the immobilizer issue, I was looking down in here and I can see that the spark plug is lying loose. It's not in the bike. So this is a typical example of a missold bike, actually. He said 2 years ago it was running perfectly. I left it 6, had a new bike. Now it just won't fire up. You know, actually that's very different to someone having removed the spark plug and tried this and tried that and blah blah blah. They may not have realized that the immobilizer is kicking in, or they may have popped the plug to see if it was sparking. No point it sparking when there's no fuel being pushed to the injector. So the annoying thing there is I need to strip the bike down because it does need to have a spark plug inside the bike. But now we're looking at stuff like, has it blown its threads? Why is it not in the bike? Blah blah blah. So I am going to strip the bodywork a little bit, because also if I do get this new CDI, I will need to I'll need to know where to put it. So I'm going to try and remove some of the middle panels. I feel like it's going to be a right pain. I feel like it's going to be difficult, but we do need to remove some. I did bridge all them plugs. One of them popped the seat, which was funny because earlier we had seat popping issues. That was quite funny. But yeah, let's see. Let's get this spark plug doing something. Also, there might be a loose wire for the immobilizer. You just don't know. So I'm going to try and strip it as much as I can. I'm going to try and get the side panels off at least. Yeah, I just don't know. You know that's a parrot, right?
I know. Good.
We're basically arguing with a parrot.
like all around here, it gets it. Must have got into like some limp mode.
Right, there's this, look. Ah, I see. Right, so the original spark plug is in, but they were testing spark with a spare. Okay. I mean, not helpful though.
So, what, spark plug is in, Charlie?
Yeah, the original's in.
So why do you left it like that, a bit stupid?
Because they wanted to see if there was spark. But yeah, they shouldn't have left it like that.
Right.
Right. So that spark
Let's
plug
connect the battery now.
back on. Look at this. Roger, look at this. Right, look, you do. Little storage for something. Look,
That's good, I can put my phone in there.
isn't it nuts? There's so much storage in this thing.
I took the mirror off my back.
There's a storage here, but I don't know how to open it. There could be anything in there, actually. Alright, guys, that's it. Next step, see what the guy says about the immobilizer, decommissioning, and we'll go from there. I have a feeling, the ones that I'm looking at online, I have a feeling they're for carb models. I have a bad feeling. If we find that we can't get a delete, then I'll be up in the front looking at the wiring just in case. I've done a lot of research this week and I thought I had a quick fix, but I don't. Now here's what I can't work out yet. This is a 125, but they also made a 400 and 500 model. There's more parts for the 400 and 500 model, so there's more information on it. Now, at first glance, there, okay, that has a plug on the other side. So that in my head was the ECU or CDI, or whatever we're calling it, for this bike, okay, that was it. In the same way, that's it for Piaggio Fly or Vespa, the leader engine, the fuel-injected leader engine, yeah? So I was talking to the guy who can apparently de-immobilize these bikes if you send the ECU. And he said, that's not it. And he said, you know, I've not seen one where it's on the injection system itself. So I've been chatting away and he told me that there's a box somewhere and it'll be a Phillips box or similar. It will look like that. Now the issue is, I think the box was here. I think the box was here. That's not a bolt for anything else. So we've got something really weird going on here that's not going to be a quick fix. We'll be looking in the front. There's a chance it's in the front. To see enough. I can't see what would look like a CDI at this stage. So I've got to be able to get to this throttle body to get it off.
Going to save you.
If you tell your girlfriend that, I'll save Charlie from spiders.
I'll get Brian from.
You'd be over, mate. Right, here's the offending article right here. It's this bad boy, with of course no numbers on it, but I believe there is a coding up here. Look, there it is. Now, I knew this coding was here because I found another one online. So, yeah, this is it. This is the CDI. At first they said, nope, it's not something they've seen before. It's not something they can do. They looked at the pins, and then they contacted me a few days later and said, actually, we may be able to do something with it. Does it even turn? It must do. Yeah. So that's it. I paid £100. I'll pack it up and I'll send it off to them in desperate hope that it comes back next weekend. I'm going to tell them that I'll pay a little bit more if they'll send it. I mean, I'll pay the price if they'll send it next day delivery once they've done it, because I think I do want it back for next weekend so that I can get it on and test it. And of course, when I put it on and test it, I don't need any fairings or anything. First thing I'd need to do is just throw it back on and in, punch it up, make sure the black box is not attached up there. I'm going to take that off now. and we'll know by the dash light or not. I mean, dash light might stay on, but it might be sparking, so I'm not going to rely on that. And we'll test it. Very exciting. Hopefully it becomes a riding bike, because it's a stunning bike. I mean, I know it doesn't look it right now, but overall it's a stunning bike. They're great bikes. It really deserves to be on the road and running, and someone will get a really beauty here, you know. Plenty storage everywhere. A great bike. It was designed to be better than the X, what was it, the X4, the Hexagon and all them bikes. So it was designed to do its job, and I'm sure it will do its job very well. Let me get that off so that it's good and ready. I'll message the guys, pay them. I think they then send me the address. I'll send it off next day delivery from Monday.
2,000 years later.
Yeah, that's the one. It was right behind me. Yeah, they said it's switched. Immobilizer is switched off. So listen, I'm going to plug it in. I'm not going to put the thing in. I might, but I'm going to plug it in. Now, what might we see if the immobilizer is switched off? We may or may not see the light change. May or may not. I don't know if what they did affects that. Okay. We might have fuel prime. So I've left this off here. We might have fuel prime out of there. And if it does, we want to, because we want to clear the lines. So we want to prime it a bit. And of course, we might have spark back. Now, I'm not going to panic immediately if it doesn't prime. Let me put the spark plug on. I'm not going to panic immediately if it doesn't prime, because we could have a gummed up tank, yeah? So if it doesn't prime fuel, not going to panic. And blow through the tube then. But obviously at some point we do need fuel flowing, so we would have to look into that. But whether we have spark or not will be the big deal. And I'd like to see that not stuck on, but I don't know if that makes a difference.
It's not plugged in, that bit. That was good though.
It pumped fuel?
Yes, that was good.
How?
Bridging it.
So we could have...
Right, we're going, am I start, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Oh! Yes, I saw that as well.
We got spark!
And it worked as well.
It's gonna... Oh, ouch!
So yeah, you can do that, mate. Hold on. Oh no. As soon as you lift that side stand out, get out. Worth a try.
Sounds great.
I think I pull these two wires out. It still work. Remember what colour is that in?
Pull it fast, Yeah, but it might not start back up.
Let's start back out. I don't think it's that.
Doesn't want to rev yet, but the automatic choke.
I think now. Oh, it's moving as well.
Before I bolt this panel down, don't be silly. Check the bulbs and wiring. Alright guys, this is it pieced back together. You should have seen this yesterday, Ivan. It was in pieces. No waxes yet. No waxes. It's just pieced back together. I need to take it for its first run. First run. Every panel's back on. Yeah, I haven't run it though. I haven't run it. So I've put what I need on this to be able to drive it to MOT, days insurance, etc. And I've booked it into the MOT place because that's the legal requirement to be on the road. I'm not very good at booking them in, but it's worth it to save your license. Yes, a clean bill of health, an MOT. I don't know if there's any advisories yet because he couldn't print it. But I'm going back with Gary's bike to get that done, so I'll get them both afterwards. But it passed, and he said he's a huge fan of Peugeots. He said the old Speed Fights and this. So that's you know, they're the most honest people you'll ever talk to with bikes. They tell you if a bike's shit, and they'll tell you if a bike's good. But yeah, to get their kind of approval as well is brilliant. Again, I don't think the camera picks up how well it comes out. Maybe it does actually. You can see a kind of reflection. Yeah, actually it does. Wow, look at the definition. Huge difference. You know, the pictures are gonna look great.